This video will show you the basics of the new NoSQL Bridge. It's a standalone service licensed separately. It gives REST consumers access to your isCOBOL indexed data files without COBOL programming or ODBC access. The product includes a Jetty server container so you can start it immediately. Or if you prefer, there's a WAR file provided so that you can deploy NoSQL Bridge on other servlet containers like Glassfish or Tomcat. Once the service is running, open the admin panel in your browser, and there you'll configure a catalog. In the catalog, you'll list the files that you want to give access to, and you'll connect those files to their extended file descriptions. You'll also define their file types, which can include JISAM, VisionJ, and any other indexed file handler that isCOBOL supports. You control access per customer, grant read-only or read-write permissions. REST clients will then connect by HTTP requests to access that data. Because it's a standalone product, it has its own license. You can contact your account manager for that license. So let's get right into it. Here's the NoSQL installation. The default location is under variant, and we have a sample folder, and we're going to run that sample. So I'm going to go to the bin folder and click on the cob command. And we're going to start NoSQL Bridge in the foreground. And the command is NoSQL-C, C for console. Okay, so now it's running in the foreground. I'm going to minimize this. And we're going to go to the NoSQL administrative panel. I started it in the default location, so it's localhost 8080. And the default login is admin and admin. And we'll start with a new catalog, and we're going to call it Sans. Click on Add. And we'll come down to the bottom where we're going to map our file. So new mapping. And we'll go back to our sample folder where the file is. It's the Sans here. And copy that path. So click on Add New, scroll up to the top, and click on Save. Now our catalog is set up. If I wanted to set up different users with read or read-write permissions, I would do that here. But we only need the default user for this demonstration. What I'm doing is going through the steps of the README file. And we started NoSQL-C, and we went into the panel. We logged in. We clicked on New, Sans Add, New Mapping. We mapped Sans and we clicked on Save. So now we're going to test it. And we're going to use Postman to do the test. Now note in this folder, we have a JSON file here. And this is all of the commands that NoSQL supports set up for the Sans data file. And I have downloaded that into Postman. So we're going to go to Describe Table first. Here's our address, describe table. I went to authorization. I did basic authorization in admin and admin. And here's the body that was imported from the JSON file. And so now we're going to click on send. And here's the description of our data file. We're going to go next to query. Again, our address and query. We'll look at the authorization, make sure it's right. Admin and admin. Here's our body. It's going to go get the first record. Click on Send. And there's our first record. There's a good example of HTTP access to your data using NoSQL running on its integrated Jetty servlet container. Now back to the NoSQL installation. There's a folder called NoSQL Bridge, and in there is the variant nsb.war, and that is NoSQL that you can deploy in your own servlet container. And I have done that in Tomcat. So I've deployed this, and then back to the sample folder, we have some HTML and JavaScript that we'll access this way. And so I ran the build.bat to create the Sans NoSQL folder and the WAR file. And I deployed the WAR file in Tomcat. And so now I can run it. And you might recognize this sample, but there is no COBOL code here. It's all HTML and JavaScript and the NoSQL Bridge. And that's a quick look at NoSQL Bridge. I hope you give it a try. If you have any questions, you can reach us at the information on the screen or at support@variant.com. Thank you.